everybody. Welcome to Business Over Coffee. And this is our second Thursday, which is Weave Your Own Web. And this week we're still doing our 6-month series on social media. And this week I'm so excited. It's going to be about Twitter. So hello out there, virtual audience. We have a good group growing here this morning at Ridgeway Business Center. This is our headquarters for Business Over Coffee. So this morning I'm going to ask everyone to take a few moments and let's check in and give our support to Ridgeway Business Center for being one of our sponsors, hosting us for our meeting. So if everybody could take a few minutes and check in on Facebook and Twitter and let us know what you think about this facility. So I'm getting it started this morning. A little bit later, Sherry Henley, our founder and CEO of Business Over Coffee, will be here to give instructions on how to get your Twitter account going and how to do it the right way. So one of the things I want to do this morning, we are going to be live this morning. Everybody here, if you don't want your picture taken, if you don't want to be on video, I guess you need to get up and leave, but I know everybody here is okay with that, so I don't think I'll have anybody leaving this morning. So one of the first things I want to do this morning is say hi to everybody that is here, and hopefully we'll get this going and we'll have some fun today. Well, let me start with me. I'm Gina Davis. My company is Custom Growth Group. I'm in partnership with Send-Out Cards. And I work with individuals and small businesses to help them grow their business, to move their strategy of follow-up into the next round. I do this with a series of things like send-out cards, where you send out cards to your customers, to your clients, to your prospects in such a way that it moves those prospects and customers to lifelong patrons. I've been doing this for about 4 years and growing my business. I recently started a blog. I'm really having fun with that. So if you want to check that out, that's at www.customgrowthgroup.com. So I'm going to let you talk to a couple other people here, and I'm actually going to ask y'all to come up here and introduce yourself, if you don't mind. So let's see who's not doing anything out there in the audience. It looks like Y's not doing anything. So Y, you want to step up to the camera and say hi to the virtual audience.
Good morning, all you virtual audience. We're glad you're here. This is one of the most interesting situations that you can find yourself in as you learn how to tweet on Twitter and get all of the excitement of just looking and seeing all of the people that are there. My name is Wagonia Woods Harris. My company is Wise Joyful Company Health Community. And one of the things that I specialize in is being a cause advocate. A cause advocate is someone who is a volunteer for nonprofit companies such as the American Cancer Society, Cancer Action Network, and also the American Cancer Society. And we work with the things such as the walks, and I'm going to put a plug in for Making Strides Against Breast Cancer for Memphis, as we will be walking October the 19th, 2013 at Cancer Survivors Park. Hope to see you there, and be sure and just give all of your service, volunteer, and donations. Thanks.
Well, thank you, Y. Appreciate that so much. So our next person I'd like to come up is Miss Sarah Henley. So come on up, Sarah.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I am the consultant and executive assistant with Business Over Coffee. And I'm also a founder of Patty Cake Bakery, where I make gluten-free baked goods, and that's it.
Okay, thank you, girl. So I see another great woman out there in the audience, Miss Clarice Burnett. Why don't you come on up and talk to us a little bit this morning? Miss Clarice is looking sharp today in her
Thank you.
suit today.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, listening audience. Listening audience. This is not radio. I'm so used to radio. I'm calling you listening audience. But welcome to the show today. I'm Clarice, And what I do is I am an essential services broker. What in the world is that?
Definitely. What is that?
What is it?
What is that,
What is it?
Clarice?
Okay. Well, what we do is show nonprofits, churches, businesses how to reduce their expenses and increase their profits. Okay.
Awesome.
So what we do is show them how to save money on products and services that they use all the time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I brought an example of one of those services and products. This is our text alert service. Okay. I have a beauty salon. I'm just going to give that as an example that I talked to this week. She is having phenomenal response to a text marketing campaign that we set up for her.
Right.
A lot of fun. Glad to be here. You know what? I'm excited about learning about Twitter today.
Yes.
I don't know anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Sherry's going to give us some great tips and points and corners. Now, I wanted to put in a plug for Clarice and what she's doing, the text alert. I mean, one of the things I do is to help people with their follow-up, and this is one aspect of doing the follow-up that I think is very, very important.
Yes.
You need to be talking to your clients multiple ways, and text alerts are open 98% of the time. I mean, that's over email, and
Yes.
I mean, it's just a phenomenal way of staying in touch with your clients. And the one
Yes.
thing I love about the Burnett's is that they help you get this set up and get you going on the right track so that your text marketing is working for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. So I'm also sending a shout out to the tech team this morning. Tech team leader back there is Ryan Davis. I don't know if I can drag him up here to say hi to everybody. He's not a in front of the camera type guy. He's definitely behind the camera type guy. But he's also my son, so I'd love to send a little plug out to him. He's a great tech team leader, and he is really helps us get this thing going and keep it going. So one of the first things I'm going to do this morning, well, before I get started, we've got one more person out in the audience, but he's going to be a little shy again this morning too. And that's Pastor B.W. Burnett. That's Clarice's
Never shy.
other half. I think Clarice is the better half. So anyway, no, I love Pastor Burnett. He's really great. He's really great. And they do make a phenomenal team. And if you get the chance, you ought to talk to both of them. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. So our next part is we're going to talk a little bit about how to get started on Twitter. I've got a couple other things I want to do before we get started. So one of the things I want to talk about is what BOCI is. One of the things I want to talk about is what we do. We're bringing everyone together for more collaboration, exposure, connections in business. And we work with professionals that want to optimize their business through social media, which is what today is all about, educational exchange, which is what today is all about, and networking, which, well, guess what? That's what today's all about too. So this has really been a great venue for me, and I really love BOCI, where it's going, what it's doing. So the other thing I want to talk about is we've got a cruise coming up. I love the ideal of a cruise. I am really looking forward for the opportunity to go on a cruise with this group of people. I think it's going to be really fun. So the cruise is happening on February 13th, 2014. It's a 4-day West Caribbean cruise. It's the BOCI Bringing Everyone Together cruise. And some of the stuff that's going to happen on that cruise, well, there'll be a series of seminars. Ms. Sherry Henley, our CEO and founder, will be speaking at one of those seminars. I think Bruce Orpit with Proform is going to be speaking at one of those seminars. Do we know if there's anybody else speaking at those seminars? I think there's one or two I know of. Yeah. So that's happening in February. So please don't wait too much longer to get your cabin booked, get your cruise booked. And I don't have the details right now for how to do that, but I will get that to you. I think we can get the Burnetts to give us a number to text alert to. So we'll get that from them in a little bit. So the other thing I want to talk about is the actual business over coffee events. We are currently meeting 4 times a month, and each meeting does something different. So today is our Weave Your Own Web, and this is where we do our educational exchange. It just happens that this is also on a social media platform, Twitter. And our third week, we do our big event, networking event. Generally, there's somebody there that speaks on a topic that Sherry approves of. And that's our big Click and Connect. That's third Thursday of the month. Now, on our fourth Thursday, we do our share event. And man, I have been to these things, and some of them have been so amazing. What a share event is basically Carolyn Bindle is our host for that event. She picks a topic, and then she finds people to come in and talk to you. Now, the one coming up at the end of the month is we're going to have authors come in. This is a great way to mix with authors. One of the things that Sherry recently just sent out a blog on is that every business owner should write a book. And this is actually one of my goals. I started blogging. That's my first step to writing a book. So I'm very much looking forward to learning more from Sherry about writing the book and just a share event this week. And the share events do cover different topics. We recently did one, Landmarks Memphis. That was one of the funnest events I've ever been to. We had David Gould here. We had Jody Vance of the Downtowner here. And we did a focus group afterwards, and it was so funny. We talked, I think we spent half of the time talking about barbecue. Well, that night, I had to go home and have barbecue. I was so hungry for barbecue after talking about it all day. Well, we've had some more members come in. I think I'm going to get them to introduce themselves. We're doing some little preliminary things, and I would love to hear from everybody in the audience. And I see Eddie out there, I see Melinda out there, and I see Marisha out there. So before you sit down, Melinda, why don't you come on up here? We're having everybody say hi to the virtual audience and introduce yourself and what you do. Anyway, Melinda is with a really amazing health product. I really like it. You can stand here or there, wherever you would like to stand.
Well, how about if I just get
Yeah,
right back
the-
here? So everybody, hello, how are y'all this morning?
This way, just a little bit.
You look nice
Thank
today.
you.
It's wonderful to see everybody. Great to see our virtual audience. Yes, I'm Melinda Reed. I am with a company called Making Memphis Slim, and we're promoting a product called Plexus Slim. Because being healthy is the first step in being able to do everything else you want to do. So good morning and welcome. I do want to introduce a guest young man that's with me today. His name's Eddie Hobson. Eddie is in the job market, so he's going for a job training this afternoon across the way. So I told him come on and ride with me and
Awesome.
come this morning, and he'd learn something here, and then he can go over for his afternoon job training.
Okay, well, Eddie, why don't you step up here and tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what kind of job you're looking for? Because, you're going to be on a virtual audience. You can put this out on the web and tell everybody to check it out, that you're looking for a job, and they can see you. Like, what's your life in person?
Well, my name's Eddie Hopkins. I'm 19. I just graduated. I look forward to doing business and administrative, so I felt that marketing would be, a good start or a good basis to start off with. So I just been going around getting a lot of information from a lot of different corporations and companies. I first started dishwashing, for being honest, so I did get a lot of input from a lot of different customers. So I look forward to it. It's a
Okay.
long way to go.
Lovely, great. Thanks, Eddie. Thanks for stepping up. So I also see another gorgeous woman out in the audience, Miss Marisha Sherman. You want to come up here and tell everybody a little bit about yourself? I'd like to hear what's going on with her groove. You're going to
I am.
changing it to her groove, right?
Yeah, we've been
Awesome.
rebranding.
I know, that's
her
cool.
Motivation to her group. Good morning. My name is Marisha Sherman, and I am CEO of a company called Her Motivation. But as you just heard, we are rebranding to Her Groove, and the company is about empowering women. It's all about bringing them together in probably every genre you can imagine. We have really great fun events for women to promote unity and mutual respect for unique differences in which we like to call your groove. So love to everybody this morning.
Okay, thank you. I'll tell you what, we're going to take about a 5 or 10 minute break and give everybody a chance to network a little bit this morning. So we're going to leave the camera running. It'll be coming from dead space up here. I might get the tech team guy to kind of change the camera over around to some of the other people, but let's get up, everybody, and let's mingle for a few minutes, okay? Come on. Up, 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 up,
Get your
up,
breakfast.
up, up, up.
Get some water.
Yeah, I would say that's gonna be really good for us. Well, this is the first visit, so it's free, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Eddie, come, I got something to show you.
You taking them on a tour?
Yeah. So, we do tend to get people in here that are a little bit involved, so I'm gonna
Yeah, we have to
recommend,
put
ask for you to fill out one of our profiles.
I'm trying to put all
Give
this.
you opportunity to connect into us, you can connect with people on other social media platforms. So, if you have any questions, Ms. Sarah there to help you.
Okay. I'm just trying to put it in the tweets.
About that.
Yeah.
Also, kind of be sharing, see how long she can be.
Yeah.
So I'll know how much longer I gotta stretch.
Yeah, I need to get on her Twitter account to be able to track her.
JR
It should come up as
underscore
Then we
BW.
get someone else. I'll take care of it.
Should be JR.
JR Art underscore.
It's at JR underscore BW.
I just got that email too. I have no idea.
Oh.
I haven't read it
Okay,
yet,
it's
but
right
it's
there.
not,
Okay.
it's not
I
shared.
know if it's there, it was supposed to show.
Okay, 'cause
I wish I would've found it.
Yeah, well, that's.
I don't get emails.
Oh, I was
from-
okay. I know she's gonna be late, but she had all kinds of things going on today, so.
Okay, I'm gonna get a bottle of water.
Okay.
Everybody's busy.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Last time was ever before. I love it.
Bless you, doing wonderful.
Love it, love it.
Good morning. You look beautiful today. Enjoyed the show. I'm planning to get it tomorrow if I don't have to leave home.
Oh.
But I listen to it while I'm exercising if I miss it, so I love that.
On your treadmill.
Yeah.
It's definitely a morning wake-up call, isn't it?
Gets me going.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah.
We had very good experience today. That might be why. We're running out of stuff going this morning.
So I'm trying to think about that in a tweet.
So you're great.
I'll go check it down and. No, they have, everybody has a Twitter account that that's here, cause it's five people here. On their phones? Oh, no, that wasn't covered, we didn't go into that.
Well, today, I got up and I worked out and I did, like, worked on a few articles.
Okay.
I can't make myself look too much. I like it.
Did you get your information?
You know, I thank you so much.
Okay.
I text back, thank you, but I haven't looked like.
Okay, all right, but I just wanna make sure you had got the both of them. Sometimes when you attach,
Yes, ma'am, and you did help me, thank you.
The big one.
I was, yeah, I mean, I was going all over you, I was considering everything, I was looking at, I was like, wait,
Can you hear me talking?
calm down,
just.
it's full of sin, all you want is the intro.
Well, I'm speaking at a church, on the last of the month, and I had just redid some stuff.
Good.
So, yeah, so I just sent that in.
I figured you had something.